Hey, enthusiasts, what's happening? This is Salty Language, episode 704.
The sexiest podcast on the network. Yeah. Hi, Brian.
And you're home for all Pope funeral-related items.
Oh, hell yeah. We going live with the Popecast?
Yeah, that's what I thought. I mean, I don't think we can talk about anything else.
No, exactly. I mean, his stats alone, am I right?
Yeah. Yeah, I got nothing.
How do you know how you do a Popecast?
That's really, I'm sure somebody's doing it,
Oh, I guarantee it. Somebody is. They're talking about his life and shit. And...
Yeah. I mean, they did. My mom sat and watched it, the whole thing, so it's not my bag, but
samesies.
Oh, geez, I might have to get some Earl on this arm, I think. I'm talking about baby oil on my arms, of course, show up, really show them off.
Well, yeah, someone's got to, put their hat in for the new Pope.
Like, well, we were going to go with this guy who's been a cardinal for 50 years, but this guy just earled up his arms.
Look at his greased up arm. Like, what? Like,
he's got my vote.
We all know where that arm can go, am I right?
Yeah.
Yes. Right up the
right
old
into a jacket.
Pulpit. What?
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 I don't know about that.
Huh?
Anyway, should be interesting now because now it's going to be like the NFL draft is still going on or about to conclude, whatever.
Yeah.
And literally the next thing is that it's going to be just all these political or not political, like news people, trying to figure out who the next pope's going to be.
What was it?
I hope they show a bunch of.
You think DraftKings will have Pope action?
Oh, I'm sure Vegas does.
Oh, guaranteed. Some
Vegas
dirtball does.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I would love to see a show where they break them down like they do on the NFL draft.
Yeah, right. Dude, a Pope combine, I'd watch that.
Yeah.
Come on now. Like, how fast can this Pope run to 40?
Yeah.
Like, I want it to be the actual NFL combine, but just popes.
Yeah. I can't. Yeah, I want to see the 40. They got to wear their full gear though.
Yeah.
Of
course.
Like they don't get to wear like Under Armour. Well, Under Armour can make gear for them if they want, but they can't wear. They're not just wearing shorts and a T-shirt or something.
I imagine that would be something completely just inappropriate for the whole religious situation. But can you imagine if the Pope got sponsored by somebody?
Oh yeah, right. Yeah, that would be so inappropriate.
Like a Nike swoosh on the bottom of his robes.
Well, that was the thing. It was like, what was it? I think it was like 2 popes ago. He used to wear like, what was it, Prada or something like that, shoes all the time.
Dude, didn't we see 2 popes ago at headliners?
I think so. Yeah.
Okay.
But I remember seeing that this last pope got gifted a like custom Lambo, a Lamborghini.
Oh hell yeah!
And I was like, what?
Well, when you gotta get to an exorcism in a hurry.
In a hurry, yeah. So anyway, yeah, it's I'm sure there's somebody listening going, these guys are really being blasphemous. And it's like, we're not though. We're just
blasphemous.
Well, no, it's like anything else. It's like typically what we're making fun of is the pomp and circumstance of everything.
For sure. Pope and circumstance. Sick tag team from the 80s.
Yeah.
Fucking Pope.
Circumstance is a weird name.
It is. Yeah, it is. Yeah. Well, his name was Sir.
Oh, cum stances?
Cum stance. Yeah. Wait, the cum stance? Wait a minute.
I'm sure there's some porn stars that know all about that.
I think I downloaded the wrong wrestling pay-per-view.
Yeah. I mean, they were greased up guys rolling around on each other. I mean, I just thought there were plenty of pile drivers and stuff.
Lots of dudes got finished.
Yeah. Like, I don't know what's going on here.
Man.
Yeah, like I said, it's just going to be, because I remember when the last time the Pope died, it got ridiculous. Remember, it's like every day, because they have the smoke that comes out of the tower.
Yes.
And the one color smoke means there's a new Pope. The other color smoke means there's not a new Pope,
there's
obviously.
Still Pope magic being worked.
Yeah, they're still slapping each other around trying to figure out, who's gonna be Pope.
Vatican City, the first place ever do like gender reveal type stuff.
Yeah, exactly.
Holy shit. They started a hell of a trend.
Yeah. That's the move. If they really want to get eyes on this, that's the move, is they got to do some crazy reveal.
Oh, for sure.
You know,
exactly.
Like you shoot blanks at somebody, and depending on the color, that's the reveal. Oh, it's a Pope.
Oh, I thought it was either yes blanks or just actual bullets.
No. You just randomly shoot people.
I thought that was the reveal part. This guy is not your Pope.
Yeah. Oh no, that would be. Oh man. Oh geez. Like they get down to 6 and they just do Russian roulette.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh no.
We'll see which one God's really with.
Yeah. Oh man, that'd be a mess.
Yes. Yeah, someone's definitely doing Pope odds. It's got to happen.
Oh yeah, for sure. I'm sure there's because there's betting odds on everything. I'm pretty sure there's betting odds for how long we'll talk about the Pope.
I hope so, because that means we're relevant.
Yeah. Always take the over.
Yes, all of us always
take the over.
Because just because we're talking about the Pope now, we're probably going to move on.
Yeah.
Does not mean we won't circle back in 30 minutes.
That is absolutely
true.
We
might circle back in 46 episodes.
Also probably true. Next week we'll do it again.
Exactly.
Oh man. So how you been?
I mean, I've been on vacation, man.
Yeah.
I am
the life.
Not looking forward to Monday.
Yeah.
It's gonna be hard to walk into work after having a nice hard cry all morning.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's understandable.
Yeah.
Now, see, if you're smart, you'll just go to work, go into the bathroom, and have the nice hard cry. That way, you're getting paid while you're crying.
That's true. Might as well get paid to cry.
That's right. If you're gonna do it on their time. Damn
yes, you are correct. No, I've been good. It's been. I mean, we obviously had our hangout this week, and it's just been a week getting some stuff done around the house and just relaxing and cooking some food and made some pulled pork.
Yeah.
Tonight we made shish kebabs on the flat top, and I made fried rice as a side. And
nice.
Yeah, just good times, man.
It's a good move.
It's too bad it's going to it soon.
Yep.
Back to reality.
Yeah. So much crying.
Like I had that moment walking my dog this week. And it's just like going through the neighborhood. It's like, man, this is how I should really be living life right now.
Yeah.
Not grinding away in some factory behind a desk and sometimes not,
Yeah.
I should just be out walking my dog in the afternoon.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not wearing
having thoughts of diving in front of a car.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
Not wearing safety gear, out at a fucking factory.
Oh, you don't wear safety gear when you walk the dog?
Hell no. People are lucky I wear pants.
That's fair. Just wrap a towel around you and go for a walk. I like the breeze.
I like the breeze.
Yeah.
Speaking of breeze, man, it was so hot and this morning.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Yeah, it cooled way off. I got up today because I had something to go to the post office, and I'm thinking, because it's been fairly warm, I just threw shorts on and I walk outside. I'm like, whoo, it's 40 something degrees out here.
Yes.
Like I was fine, but also I was like
a little crispy.
Yeah, it's not 80 out here or 60 or whatever it's been.
No, it's what a shift.
Yeah. I mean, it's still like, I think it got into the 60s today, but it was not like we had 1 or 2 days there where it was 80.
It was,
almost.
It was in the 80s, low 80s.
Was it? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. I couldn't remember if it made it or not. And then we had like 70s, and then all of a sudden now it's like, okay, back to reality.
I like the fact it did that when I was off, so I could actually be outside.
Yeah.
And enjoy it.
That was something I said, like when I saw the week forecast, I was like, at least Tony will have a nice week. We only had 1 day where it rained.
Yeah.
And it rained when it rained.
Oh, boy, did it.
But the rest of the week was
it was a nice week.
Actually.
Yeah, I couldn't ask for a better one.
Yeah. Because normally, especially if you're staying home, the weather's usually just trash.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
It's like rain all week, gloomy, cold.
Yeah.
And you're like, cool, this is exactly what I hoped
Yeah,
for.
perfect. Well, it's still not being at work.
Yeah, true.
That's nice to not be there.
I just picture you go back to work and it's really nice out and you're just pawing at the door like a dog that's got to go outside,
Yeah.
whimpering.
Yeah, right.
They're like, go and get away from that door.
You know what's coming.
You know you ain't going out yet. Don't give me them eyes.
I am good at the puppy dog eyes.
Yeah.
Well,
that transplant you got years ago really
I know.
made a difference.
Yeah, I mean, I would have thought the vision would have been way better. Crazy.
Yeah.
No color.
Yeah. I mean, fair. Oh. I mean, what are you gonna do?
Get someone else's eyes.
Now you can look super sad.
That's true.
Yeah. That's the weird superpower you got. It's like you can just acquire other people's eyes. It's not really a superpower. It's just more of a knife.
Good fucking scraping skills.
Right. And threatening doctors.
Well, yeah, that too.
That's,
of course.
It happens. What are you going to do?
Oh.
Yeah, we went to wait, go. You got something?
Go ahead.
Oh,
I do, but I'll circle back.
Oh, all right. I was going to say after we went to the post office, my mom was like, "Do you want to go get McDonald's breakfast?" And I was like, "Sure." So we went there. I pull up my app because I'm expecting that with all the points I've accumulated that, I can get like a McGriddles or something, The highest end item you can get is a bacon, egg, and cheese biscuit.
Man, I'm not mad at that.
No, but I'm still thinking like, really? I can't get a McGriddles with this? But
what do you think you got? Platinum card there?
Well, no, it's weird. Like you can't get I don't think a quarter pounder is on the list of sandwiches you can get either. Like you can get a Big Mac, a fillet of fish, but you can't can't get a quarter pounder. It's like, it's weird that like you'd think everything would be on there. They just rate it whatever they want.
Yeah. Like this is going to be 800 points or whatever.
Yeah, exactly. Like, a Big Mac is 6,000 points and, a quarter pounder is 7,000 or 8,000. It's like, what do they care if you're using all your points up like that?
Yeah, for sure. That's their whole gimmick.
Yeah, it's just kind of weird to me.
It is strange.
You can't get, anything higher. Because at first I was like, oh, maybe it's because I don't have enough points. And then at one point I hadn't used any in a long time. And I looked, I'm like, I have like 15,000 points. And you accumulate points pretty fast.
All right, so money bags.
Yeah. But you know what I mean? It's like you look and then you're just like, oh. And you can only get one thing at a time. So you can't use, like most places are like
you can't do a combo, put together a combo or something.
Right. Which, whatever, I get that. It's like a lot of places where they'll give you a sandwich if you buy fries and a drink or something. You're like, whatever, that's fine, But it's, so I looked at that and I was like, I'm going to get a big breakfast. I haven't had one of those in a while, and it is not a big breakfast much anymore. I got the one that comes with pancakes. I mean, I got full, but it was like, I remember getting way more like eggs and such and whatever, but yeah, whatever. I mean, it was fine. You were a
child. You were much smaller.
I think that's what it was, maybe. I mean, I've had them as an adult too, but it's probably been a few years, So, and I'm sure there is some shrinkage there because of economy and stuff.
Yeah, the pool water.
Yeah, it was cold out.
It was cold out. Yeah.
Yeah. So it was like, I'll tell you what though, just having that and that having orange juice to wash that all down, man, that orange juice just hit the spot though. I haven't had orange juice in a long time.
Right.
And it's like, man, I forgot how much I enjoy orange juice.
Yeah, orange juice is delicious.
Like, what am I doing? I need to start buying orange juice regularly and having me a glass occasionally.
I don't know how I'm not diabetic, because you remember I'd bring like a half a gallon of that to go play Magic the Gathering. Just drink fucking orange juice all night.
Loaded with sugar.
Loaded with sugar, but I could see everything.
Yeah.
And,
well, we talked about the dog eyes.
Yes, exactly. And my immune system, top tier.
Yeah. Exactly. Man, it was weird though, because I hadn't gone to sleep before we left. Like my mom and I were up pretty late, and then I was like, oh shit, I'm like, I got something I need to get out. And she goes, well, let's just stay up and we'll take it when they open, and then we can come home and crash basically. I was like, yeah, that's fine. And boy, howdy did I crash at like 1:30. I was out. And I woke up like when I first texted you, which was what, about 7?
Yeah. I was starting to think
So-
like, man, I hope Brian's all right.
Yeah, I had I had an alarm set for 7 or 7:15. So I was fine, but it was, boy, there was no, I didn't even move. Like where I fell asleep in my bed is where I woke up.
That's the trank I shot you with.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, right. Okay. Well, that's fine. Well, anyway, thanks.
You didn't
I
even see me. I was in my ninja suit.
Strong 6 hours of sleep.
Oh,
So
yeah.
were you my pancakes?
Yes. Not the
I knew
not the
they
top
looked
one.
weird.
The bottom
Yeah,
one.
of course not. Well, that's the sneakiest
Yeah.
one. Yeah.
Yeah, of course. Bottom pancake is the sneakiest pancake.
It's the sneakiest little pancake.
Yeah,
The middle one's the worst one because it doesn't get any of the syrup on it, basically.
No,
You got to syrup each one if you're going to get that one.
Yeah, and I do.
Because that bottom one sops up whatever pours over the stack.
Exactly. That's why it's also the best hiding spot. Delicious.
True. Because by the time you get to it, it's just basically all syrup.
Hell yeah.
The way God intended.
Yes. I'm not sure
the only
what
way he has them.
I think that's paragraph 9, sector 7 of Psalm 2 or something.
Yeah.
I think that's how it works, right?
It was some, yeah.
All right. Anywho.
Yeah. Or blaspheming.
It's what we do, man.
Yeah. All right. Well, let's circle back to your thing.
So I saw something today, Brian, that blew my mind.
Mhm.
Walking the dumb dog. I've been going all weird parts of my neighborhood because I got time.
Yeah.
And we're going back and just like kind of where the Taco Bell is back in that region.
Oh, yeah. Right.
And I'm like, from about a block and a half away, I see just something on our side of the street.
Yeah.
I'm like, what the fuck is it? Bomber hasn't noticed yet.
Yeah.
I'm just like, that's a fucking chicken. Just like pecking around this yard,
Yeah.
I'm like, God damn it. So immediately I cross the street because Bomber's never
Wait,
seen.
the chicken didn't cross the street?
No, I did.
All right. So now the joke is, why did Tony cross the road?
Right. But so, because Bomber's never seen a chicken before.
Oh, yeah. Right.
I don't know what she's going to.
Not a live chicken. Anymore.
Yeah, for sure.
She's seen some chicken titties.
Yeah, well, absolutely.
Yeah.
But I don't know what she's going to do. So I'm like, I don't want to have any. I'm fine.
Yeah.
So we hustle across. We're walking. And as I get about 20 feet away, that fucking chicken crosses the road. And I just started howling because why did the chicken cross the road?
Clearly to have a stare down with you.
Yeah. And of course now Bomber sees it. Bomber's like, she didn't know what the fuck was going on. She's like huffing and puffing and
yeah.
But god damn it, the chicken crossed the goddamn road. Because like I assumed it was over in this yard. It kind of knows where it's supposed to be. I mean, I guess I don't know. I've never had chickens before.
Well, what you didn't understand is that whole area is the chicken's territory.
Yeah, exactly. He just
like it was about to pull a knife on you,
dude. It was just set up punch. That's all that was.
Yeah, it was. You're right. Yep.
Yeah,
that's all the chicken was doing. It set you up.
Turns out to get to the punchline is why the chicken crossed the road.
Yeah. Who knew?
Who knew? Right. Yeah.
That's great though. I love that.
Oh, that's so funny.
Yeah. Well, I'm glad Bomber didn't flip out and try to pull you to the chicken.
No, she knows better than that. But she was definitely like, I mean, it's weird. When we first got her, it was dogs on leashes would freak her out.
Yeah.
Right. And now she still pays a lot of attention to them, but
sure
doesn't care. Dogs behind fences, they could be losing her shit. She doesn't care.
Right.
Earlier this week, this fucking woman, she gets excited by people, and I'm like, I don't want to deal with any of it.
Yeah, right.
So if I see people on a walk across the street, whatever,
Sure. Yeah.
And this woman kept being by us no matter where we went because we got a little park down at the other end of the neighborhood.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I'm gonna head to that park. Sure enough, the woman's at the park. So we split. We went opposite ways.
Yeah.
And then she's going this way. And I'm like, all right, I'm going to cut across all this yard because she's finally going home. Now she gets right fucking behind us. And I don't know what it was about this person, but Bomber would not. She just wanted to get she almost fell into a storm drain because she wasn't watching where she was walking.
Wow.
It was weird. Maybe that woman was weird. Maybe she was a murderer.
Could be.
Yeah.
Yeah. Very well could be. Or it could be like that weirdo that, remember when I told you I was at Ernest that one time and that woman brought her dog over by another dog because she goes, well, my dog needs to be around other dogs. And it's like, yeah, but in a brewery,
Yeah.
like
shove them together. Let's put money on this.
Yeah, because that's what the one dog was. Because that dog was sitting next to its human, and you bring another dog into that space. I mean, it felt threatened, because the other dog was sort of aggressive about it, So it was like, how did you think this was going to go?
People don't think. That's a problem.
No. I mean, she was probably trailing you for the government or something like that.
I'm sure, yeah.
Or for somebody.
Yeah, it was very strange. So then I fucking started power walking.
Oh, yeah. You had the poles and everything.
Oh, yeah. Just death march bomber like all the way home. And then she got home and just like collapse.
Yeah. So did you. Yeah.
Oh, man. It was funny.
You both just lay down on the floor.
Sometimes.
Yeah.
You'd be surprised.
Till you realize that's also where the dog like rubs its ass.
I mean, so do I, whatever.
Yeah, that's
Who's
fair.
the alpha here, motherfucker?
Yeah. We're still trying to find out.
Yeah, it's an ongoing battle. It's like the Pope Olympics. Pope Olympics, that's what they need to have.
Oh my God.
I told you we're going to circle back in 30 minutes.
Yep, you were right. I don't know if it's been 30 minutes, but
I don't know either.
Not too far off. We're half an hour in.
There you go. See, I'm pretty good.
Yeah, I guess.
Ah, man.
Something anyway.
I know. So yeah, how about that other night, whatever day that was?
Oh, the day we hung down.
Yeah.
That was a good time.
Yeah, we picked up Stuart here, and our buddy Mike met us out at Pavlov's, which would have been a great hang if they weren't doing Name That Tune.
Yeah.
Like, I understand why places do stuff like that.
Totally.
But what about for the people like us that just want to like sit and have a beer and listen to the low hum of the TV and just bullshit?
Yeah. Well, that's why usually places like Pavlov's for the longest time would, like, when they have music outside, they didn't pump it into the brewery. It was just outside. And I was like, I like this because then if you want to sit and listen to the music, you can sit outside.
For sure.
If you want to just sit and talk, you can go inside. That's beautiful. Everybody wins.
Muy bueno.
And then for Name That Tune, apparently they were also pumping it outside. And, I'm not averse to Name That Tune, as, you and I were at Stubborn Brother that one time and helped that one team, get third or whatever.
Yeah,
so,
well, because we're amazing MVPs.
Yeah, right. And, I'm not against it. It's just, it's tough because like where we were, we wouldn't have been able to hear each other because when that guy started talking, I couldn't hear anybody else.
It was so loud.
Yeah. And I was like, it doesn't need to be this loud for in here, man. Like, and also I don't think where he was is the right spot.
No.
I think they should put him over in the corner, like the opposite of us. Sorry for those who aren't aware of the place, but where he was at was right next to the bar.
The corner outside by the road.
Dude, they can't make their job any easier either.
No.
You got people constantly ordering beers, and you've got this dude, yapping right next to you. It's like, move him on the other end.
But it's guy in the 419. He's so cool.
Sure.
Crickets. Oh.
I mean, he did get a fresh haircut apparently because everybody was raving over how he looked 20 years younger.
I was just like, he still looks like a douche. So whatever.
It's like, all right. I mean, you kind of have to be to do that stuff usually, I mean, we've known a couple that aren't, but
you have to be a douche to do that stuff.
Yeah, I think so.
Oh man, that's
sorry. I ruined your other dream.
I know, right?
The first being getting fake titties and working at Twin Peaks. But,
well, absolutely.
That one's still on the table. You could still go get that one.
Well, I mean,
as long as you can yell Scott at the end of the bar.
Dude, that woman. She must have been the front of house manager, I assume.
Yeah.
And all
she was for sure the go-between of the front and the back, because she literally was constantly walking from the front to the back of that place.
And it's obvious she takes her job, takes her job seriously.
Yeah.
And I'm sure she's good at her job, but the amount of fucking yelling she was doing, I wanted to punch her in her neck.
Yeah.
And it was, it's not like it was like, not that yelling is ever pleasant.
Yeah.
But it was even like on the pleasant to unpleasant scale. It was, the needle was buried there.
Yeah. It was very off-putting. Like I kept saying that to you because it was like, you're just feeling the vibe of the place, and then you just hear somebody yell something out, and people are looking like, what the hell's going on back there, and I never even understood what she was saying when
it was just
she was asked.
noises.
Yeah, I'm sure it was some sort of, the one time I heard her say "for" at the bar, and I was thinking that maybe she was yelling to the front of the house, we have openings. But like you said, it's like they can't turn around and look.
Right.
Like, so I don't know. It was weird. And it wasn't just her. It was that one bartender, too. Toward the end of the night, she was yelling every once in a while. And I don't know if she's like, maybe she was hollering that she had drinks ready for servers. I don't know what it was, but it was weird. We for sure did not have that happen when we were there last time.
No.
And because we were just on the same end of the bar, just on the opposite side.
Yeah, it's definitely not a proximity thing.
Yeah, it wasn't like we were all the way at the other end where, we just didn't hear it last time. It was like, no, we were in basically the same spot.
Excuse me. Yes.
Quite weird.
Quite weird,
yeah.
Brian.
Yeah, and the NFL draft was on. There were guys there taking notes on the draft,
Dude,
which I still don't understand.
What was that?
I don't know. Even like I said to you, it's like, even for fantasy football purposes, like, who cares? All the draft guides and blah, blah, blah will be coming out in like, a month, basically, to get everyone ready for fantasy football. So it's like, why do you need to take notes? Like, I don't understand.
I mean, unless he's a guy that writes those.
Maybe that's what it was. I don't. Yeah. But like I kept saying to you, I'm like, by the end of the night, that was collated somewhere.
Yeah.
Like somebody probably already put an Excel spreadsheet together, and it's probably available widely, across fantasy sites. Again, maybe he's the one that does that, I guess. I don't know.
I mean, that's what I don't understand.
I should say there were two of them that we saw doing that.
It was very strange.
Yeah, because I was like, because this isn't like baseball where, people used to go to the games and they would like keep score. They would write the score out and stuff, and there's a very few, but there's still people who do that, but it's kind of a dying thing because honestly, I'm sure there's an app where you can do it in your phone if you want to do it, or
of course,
whatever, so I don't know. That was just, I just kept looking because I kept trying to read what he was writing, but I couldn't quite read what he was writing, and I saw like he kept Xing boxes out, so I was like, I was guessing that it was like maybe that they didn't take a certain guy or something like that. I don't know. Maybe he's running a book in there.
Yeah, dude, I
think he had an over-under on the Pope in there.
I mean, that was back in the one tab, just a white tab with a red cross on it.
Right.
Yeah.
That's what that was. Yeah. So I was like, okay, whatever.
I mean, I don't understand just the people like that go to draft. You know what I'm saying? Like none of it makes sense to me. Like I guess I don't like football that much.
Well, what's really weird about it, the draft, is that it's like, okay, if your team has a pick in every round, right?
Yeah.
The first night you're only going to get one pick. The second night you're only going to see one pick unless there's, trades or some other shenanigans. But it's like, just assuming your team has one pick. Why would you pay all that money and go to something like that for?
Yeah, exactly.
Just for one pick. Maybe if your team had the top pick or something, but other than that, like, I'm with you. I don't get it. You know, like I love football too. And like I said, what was it, a few years ago? It was in Detroit, and there was no part of me that was like, we should go,
Yeah.
Like I didn't even have that thought.
Like I don't even understand going to a bar as a group and watching the draft.
Like, I really don't either. Like, I mean, we
doesn't make sense to me.
Yeah, we were not there for that.
No.
It just happened to also be on, because otherwise all I would have done was I would have probably just pulled up ESPN every once in a while because I'm just curious who the Lions pick because that's my team,
Oh, yeah, of course.
Or I might look just to see if there's any weirdness in the draft, which there was, with Deion Sanders' kid falling to the 5th round, I think it was, or 4th round.
Well,
he finally got drafted.
Yeah, what are you gonna do? Fuck around and find out,
I guess, right? I don't know, man. Yeah, that was strange though. But yeah, we had a good time though. Michael was an animal as usual,
Yeah. I worry about the guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a good time. It was a lot of fun.
I hear you.
Those wings are so fucking hot.
Oh, yeah.
Dude. Pineapple habanero, delicious. It should have been called the habanero pineapple.
Just like a whisper of pineapple. Yeah.
Yes.
They just set a can of pineapple LaCroix next to it.
Yeah, exactly.
That's how little it tasted. No.
Oh, yeah, it was.
Yeah, I could tell they were hot because you stopped.
Yeah, I was like, I smashed that first wing, and I was just like,
yeah,
man, that's delicious. Oh, woo.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I was crushing my beer, you know?
Yeah, it's very rare that I've seen you, like, something hot enough to stop you. You know?
I wasn't prepared.
Right.
I wasn't ready for that kind of battle.
Right.
I would have been. Wow. I would have got fries and other things.
Yeah, right.
You know, like pineapple habanero, but the ones I've had before were never that hot.
Right.
Yeah. They were good though. The flavor was amazing.
Well, I'm glad they listened to me. I told them to load up the habanero.
Dude, it was rough, buddy.
Yeah. Yeah, that's why I said I could tell when you stopped, and it was a while before you picked up wing 2.
Yeah, it hurt me immediately.
Yeah, it was like when you were like, I need to get some fries, and I was like, wow, okay, like those must be pretty hot if you're looking for something to kind of tame them down.
Oh yeah, I had to, throw fire blankets on my mouth basically.
Yeah,
that shit was wild, dude.
Yeah.
But hey, those fries are delicious.
They are. Their fries are good. Yeah.
You know,
the wings were good too. I for sure ate too many, and oh my god, did I pay for them?
Yeah.
Dude, I think it was like you had said though. Is like I was so full. When I got home, I'm like, I want to just start crushing water, but I just am so full.
Yes.
Like I'm afraid if I start crushing water, everything's coming back.
Oh yeah, for sure.
So I'm sitting here and I'm just sipping water, and then finally I was like, you know what? I was like, I need, and so I grabbed. I had some Powerade, so I grabbed one of those and started drinking that, and I'm like, there it is, because it was like, I was like thirsty, but
thirsty, not thirsty.
No, thirsty. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that was while we were at the bar, but I crushed that thing, and then I felt way better. I was like, okay, now I'm still full, but I don't, I'm not also thirsty.
Yeah.
But man, I was, yeah, it's funny, on the way coming into this place, and I told you, I was like, oh, I got to take my trash out. Like an hour and a half after getting home, my mom's like, did you take trash out? I'm like, shit.
Son of bitch.
Like, no, I was too worried about being thirsty.
Oh, yeah. I was trying not to explode right now.
Yeah. Oh, dude. I was so full. That getting 12 wings was such a mistake. Actually, you know what the mistake was maybe getting them at one time.
Yeah.
If I had maybe eaten 6 and then, a little bit later ordered 6 more, I might have been okay. But doing them all at once, because there was, I used to crush wings like that.
Oh,
but,
yeah.
Those wings had a lot on them, though. I don't know what it is, compared to a lot of places that basically have nothing on their damn wings. It was nice, though.
Breading? What?
No, like just meat.
Oh, like the chicken's worked out. I got you.
Yeah. Mad gains, bro.
Mad gains. Swole birds.
Yep. That's what happens. They keep crossing the street.
That's my chicken farm. Swole birds.
Swole birds. Yeah, nice. You just keep injecting them with protein.
Oh my god, dude! Making them run on treadmills like they're like a Dolph Lundgren training for a fight.
Yeah, I like that.
Now we're talking. Someone, producer, make a sequence of events like that. Chicken training montage. Go.
That would be great.
That would be great.
Just getting.
I guarantee there's a chicken training montage out there.
Probably.
I guarantee it.
If nothing else, maybe from Family Guy, but.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. Oh,
real chicken. I don't know.
Man.
Yeah, that was
a good night though. That was a lot of fun.
Yeah, definitely
some fun. I was really hoping to hang out at a brewery though, but what are you gonna do?
Yeah, well, that's what happens when you hang out during the week.
Yeah, it's true.
Then again, on Saturdays, you run into music a lot of times at places. So,
we're doing my birthday meal with my kids tomorrow because Logan's like, I'll pay for you, Dad. But we're going to that Voodoo Brewing.
Oh yeah. Well, just opened, right?
Yep, and we're going it opens at noon. We're gonna be there at 12:30.
Okay.
Yeah, none of that. We're not waiting for shit.
That's what you think.
So I will report back on this.
You don't know they have right at the open karaoke.
Oh my God, that'd be insane, wouldn't it?
So, I was talking about McDonald's earlier.
Oh yeah.
And I was thinking about something, right? Like when you were a kid, if you ever got McDonald's breakfast, and I mean like little kid, right? Like not like teenager, little kid.
Right.
Do you remember what you would get from McDonald's? Like, did you just get a sandwich or something?
Yeah, it was usually like the sausage McMuffin.
Okay.
With,
I was wondering
with egg
because,
if my dad was feeling fanciful.
Oh yeah. Well, I mean, eggs were not the luxury that they are now.
It's
but
true.
Still,
it's very true.
So. But I was wondering because, like, through the day, if you have a kid with you, they have Happy Meals, right? Like a small amount of nuggets or a little hamburger or whatever. And I was like, they don't have anything for kids for breakfast, though. Not even like small burritos or sliders or, you know what I mean? Something to where, like, if your kid doesn't have a full appetite, I mean, I guess, like, if you just got, like you said, just like a sausage biscuit or something like that, it's like, you just let the kid eat whatever or cut it in half and you eat the other half. I don't know,
Yeah, they'll hand you that fucking greased up, saliva on chomper side that they didn't eat themselves.
Yeah, of course.
Like, yeah, of course. Thanks, honey.
No, the worst part is they eat all around the thing.
Oh, God, they chew it into like a saw blade.
Yeah.
Oh no.
So that you can't avoid.
Oh, that's so gross. What a little asshole.
And you're like, all I have is this plastic knife, and that won't release me from this mortal coil or cut this.
I'm saying that won't kill this child.
Yeah. Oh man. I was just thinking about it, like because I was trying to think of like when I was a kid when we went, what I would get, and it was like as a little kid, I think I just got like similar to like you, or I'd just get like a egg McMuffin or something like that, So, I mean, obviously I'd have a hash brown because
dude, their hash browns are clutch. They still are.
Yeah. They still are. I saved it for last when I was eating today.
Like breakfast dessert.
Yeah, basically. So I was. It's that's why I said I was just thinking about it because like at Burger King they've got like the French toast sticks.
Yeah.
So nothing else, your kid could eat a couple of those, and if they're full, it's like, well, whatever, and you could, like I said, you just smash the rest or something.
True.
But McDonald's doesn't have anything like that. All they have, it's just sandwiches or.
Well, they know it's for the working man. Even if the working man's a child, they must eat big to work big.
I guess. Yeah. I mean, I know the breakfast sandwiches really aren't like huge there or anything. I was just, like I said, I was just kind of thinking about it. Like, like I wondered why they don't have some sort of a dipper. Oh, you know what? They have donuts now. I forgot. They have Krispy Kreme donuts.
Of course they do.
So, yeah, maybe that's the move. You just get some donuts.
Oh, dude, we got some T-Bell the other day.
Yeah.
Actually, the night it rained.
Yeah.
Because that was going to be the day I made the shish kebabs. So I did them. Yes, whatever.
You could have done it in the rain.
Nah,
geez.
Fuck that noise. But, so, I did the old online order. It was a nice little situation. They have nuggets now.
Yeah, I haven't had them. I've seen that. The last time they had them, I didn't even realize they had them.
I got a 5-piece. Because they have a jalapeno honey mustard sauce. I'm like, I got to try that.
Sure.
Right?
As long as it's not habanero pineapple. Yeah,
yeah, no shit, right? The mustard's pretty good, just to let you know. But the nuggets, they're pretty fucking good.
Really?
Yeah, I don't know what they're crusted in. I don't know if it's like taco shells.
They just roll them across the floor.
I mean, maybe, because there was definitely some unidentifiable crumbles.
Right. Exactly.
I think we saw them in '96.
Yeah. And then we saw them again a few years later when they just went by Crumbles with a Z, and they were a new metal band.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Oh shit. But no, they're pretty good nuggets.
All right. Interesting.
Stamp of approval.
Fair enough. Yeah, I keep seeing ads for them now. And, you know, I was like, oh, next time I go, I'll have to, you know, because I do that quite a bit. Like when they introduce something new, usually I'll get it once and just see how it is, you know.
Right.
Like they had those like, what were they? They were like the crispy street tacos or whatever. They had like steak in them and stuff. And they were all right, but it was like you only get like 2 little ones. I was like, I need more than that. I need like 4 of those.
I'm a hungry man.
Yeah. And I don't want to pay for 4 of those, you know, because it's a premium item. So, you know.
Yes.
Like, whatever, dude. Whatever, dude. Yeah. Yeah, we got Taco Bell last week, and like I said, I felt a little bit bad for the guy because I think I told you and Mike about how the guy, he said he'd been to 4 places and there were no drink holders. And he was like, I don't know if he's like, do those come from China? He's like, to where there'd be like some reason we're not getting them because of the tariffs or something. And I was like, I have no idea. I was like, I wouldn't think so.
I just want my Taco Bell. Leave me alone.
Yeah.
Please leave my own house.
But well, like the last time I went to Taco Bell, it was with my brother, and he got a drink. I got a drink for me and my mom, and I'm like, oh, can I get a drink carrier? And they're like, yeah, we don't have any. And I'm like, okay.
Well, see, the problem is, Brian, you're going to these busted ass Taco Bells.
I must be.
But the Taco Bell in my edge of the neighborhood, brand new. Well, it's a tower of power too sweet to be sour.
It is.
It's got purple lights all over it. We are living moss.
You for sure are living moss.
And we're living moss so much that when I picked up my 2 drinks that I could have easily handled, they gave me 2 cup holders.
I actually think that's part of the problem is because the cup holders now are made out of such cheap shit.
Yeah, they stick together.
That too, but I think they also fall apart easy. So sometimes they give you 2.
These ones
like if you have
these ones at the one by me are premium.
Well, that's probably
they get name brand shit there.
Yeah. You know, it's like I think the others just fall apart so easy, so they're giving people 2 of them to make sure that, you know, they don't just fall all over the place. But
no, they barely gave me a bag. They didn't give me a bag at all. They stacked my Lux boxes, and then there was the nuggets.
Yeah.
I had no sauce. I was like, what the fuck, man?
Yeah. You should have slapped them.
I didn't realize until I got home.
Oh,
I assumed it was all packed with the nuggets, like a little treasure chest, you know? But
oh, okay. Yeah.
Negative. Just nuggets and sauce. No Diablo for me.
Well, at least you got your sauce for your nuggets.
Oh, that's true. Well,
you know, at least they didn't omit that.
Well, and we have the Ziploc of Taco Bell sauce.
Oh yeah, we do too.
Of course.
Because like when I ordered it, you know, it asks you how many packets of sauce you want, and I put like 4 mild or something because my mom usually uses it, and they gave us 24 of them. You know, it's just a handful into the bag.
I just do 5 of each. And I usually just get a fistful of them.
Yeah, it just makes me laugh because there's times where I'll be like, no sauce, and there's still like 30 packets of it. Like the one time, I'm not kidding, I counted them. We got 30 packets of sauce one time, and I didn't ask for any. It was like a mix of mild and hot, basically. And it was like, okay, at least they played it on the safe side, but they didn't throw any Diablo in. What if I'm a Diablo guy? You know,
wasn't that unidentifiable Crumble's opening album was 30 packets of sauce.
Yeah, fistful of packets. Yeah, or fistful of sauce. Yeah, something like that.
I like 30 packets of sauce. I counted them.
Yeah,
it's pretty wordy for an album title, but
it is. Yeah. But it was just, there were so many. I was like, how many did they give us? So I just started counting them because I was very curious. And I was like, wow,
making a necklace.
I didn't ask for any and got 30.
Hell
so
yeah.
I was like, we're stocked for a while, you know?
Someday I'm hoping that'll happen with empanadas for me. I don't ask for any, but I get 30.
Man, that would be awesome.
Right?
I could go for some empanadas.
I know. It actually sounds pretty good.
Yeah. All right, let's go get some empanadas.
All right, show's over.
I'm sure there's somewhere at this time of night we can find them.
I'm sure.
It's a Saturday. I'm sure Condado has them, don't they?
We'll make them have them.
Excellent.
Yes. Through violence.
Sir, I told you we have them. We're already putting them in for you. I said now. Like they're already cooking. Like, I don't know what more I could do for you, sir.
They just bring out like 3 of them, and you're like, this is not enough.
Yeah, that's right. You're right, though. Well, I guess it depends on how packed they are, but...
Oh, no. It's empanada math. 3 ain't
You're
enough.
Right. True. You either got to have like 2 as a snack, or you got to have like 17.
Yes.
Yeah. That's fair.
It's true.
Yeah. Yeah, actually, I figured with my mom and I crashing, I figured when I got up, she was going to be like, like, hey, let's order some food.
Yeah.
But she had made some, I don't know what, American goulash, we'll call it, so basically spaghetti, but with different noodles,
Fair enough.
And we were using the cavatappi or cavatappi or however you want to say it. Cavatappi, probably, a cavatappi. I don't know.
Hey, cavatappi over here.
They're like, the like twisty kind of thick noodles.
Yeah, the Italian shock absorber.
Yeah. And, those take longer to cook. It just, everything seemed to take longer, probably because I was like, I got a podcast.
Yeah.
So everything just seemed to take longer than normal. And and then I had to eat. So that didn't take very long. I just basically just poured it right in my face. But
absolutely, that's the move.
Just unhinge your jaw, and pour it all in, close, and
why wouldn't I eat like this when I was born with a bowl?
That's how I ate my wings the other night too, basically, and then just spit out the bones.
Oh my god! Whew, God, those wings fucked me up.
Yeah. Me too, but not in the same way. It was just more that I was tasting that sauce all night, though.
That was a weird noise.
Sorry.
There, you're good. Oh, where were we?
Who knows, man?
Okay.
I mean, we talked about our hangout for a while. That's, I think we've covered that pretty well.
I have been watching this anime this week. We're about halfway through it. It's only 12 episodes.
Yeah.
It's insane.
Okay.
Have you ever watched Dandadan?
No, I have it in my queue because it looked interesting, but I have not watched it yet.
Brian, this show is, I'm trying to pull it up, but I got windows fucking everywhere.
Yeah, you do.
Hot window action.
Yeah.
Oh, I do so miss having a big ass screen. I'm not gonna lie.
Dan?
Yeah, it's Dan, and it's duh. Right.
Oh, this is a movie. This is not what I want.
There you
go. And Black Betty.
Yeah, exactly. Wow, right.
Dan. There we go. I think that's it.
It's on Netflix.
2024. There we go. Yeah, there it is.
Yeah.
I wanted to see how it was spelt for my note taking.
So without giving much away.
Oh man, Kato Ishikawa's in this?
Hell yeah.
I don't know who that is.
Me neither.
Anyway,
it's so just the 2 main characters. It's a nerdy kid and a popular girl.
Right.
Run into each other. They both discuss how one of them believes in the occult and the other one believes in flying saucers. The other one's an idiot because they believe in that, not this, whatever.
Right. Okay.
So things get afoot. The kid spends most of this anime chasing this demon that steals his dick. And the girl's got psychic powers, and it's I can't, I don't want to explain much more. It's just something you need to watch.
Yeah, I planned to, but I was like, well, I got to finish Sakamoto Days, and I have a couple things I need to finish first, but yeah.
The animation's really fun. The action's fun.
Yeah, I'm watching the preview on IMDb here, so yeah.
Yeah, it's just a fun show, right? And the humor is it's insane. Yeah.
All right.
You need to check it out.
Okay.
But we've been watching that, enjoying the hell out of that, and that's honestly all I've really been watching this week.
Yeah.
I've been playing a lot of Monster Hunter this week.
Well, it makes sense. I mean, you got all this time.
Well,
you
it's
got
the Blossom Dance Festival too.
Also that.
So, yeah, I got to get all that armor, man.
Yeah, for sure. Got to have the fancy pants.
Got to have the fancy pants.
Because first you get the pants, and you get the women.
They came out with this outfit that kind of looked like a tuxedo. It was like flowers.
Yeah.
And I made up this dude with this hair, like this pompadour, and it's all pink and white. He's got this fancy mustache, and he's like little tiny, like Lenning pink glasses.
Yeah.
Right. And his name is Stephen Magnolia, and he is now my character in Monster Hunter. Every outfit I do is Stephen Magnolia now. It's so stupid looking. I love it so much.
That's awesome.
Yes.
Yeah. Like that.
Yes, we've been playing a lot of Monster Hunter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I haven't really played much of anything. I mean, I've done, I jump in GTA and do like the daily thing for whatever reason. And
habit.
That's basically.
Right.
Keep trying to win cars at the casino, that kind of stuff. But America, yeah. You haven't started Last of Us yet, have you?
We watched episode 1.
Ah, damn it. Okay.
Yeah.
I want to talk about episode 2.
Well, you're gonna have to wait, little lady.
You son of a biscuit. Okay. Well, I won't say anything then, because spoilers. But still, yeah. Show's really good. I'm.
Oh yeah, of course.
Still, very much enjoying it. Same with I started season 2 of Andor, because that just recently dropped. And I only watched first episode.
I still haven't watched that.
You didn't watch the first season?
No.
No, I thought you did. Okay.
Nope.
It's good. It's very much not like a Jedi story, though. It's more like Rogue One than it is anything, to where it's more about like the other people that had to do with things in the rebellion and whatnot. So it's a little more like
it's Gotham GCPD.
Kind of, yeah. Because there's not really, like I said, there's not really Jedi. I mean, they're obviously around, but they're not really in the show, kind of a thing. It's more about
they're not main characters.
Yeah, these are the just regular people of the rebellion doing rebellion shit.
It's all about Peter Andor.
Yes,
the janitor in the Death Star.
That's exactly who it was. He's the one that gave him the plans.
And just the hijinks that ensue.
Yep. Every episode is just him in some random mess and, him getting frustrated that he has to clean it up.
I want this to basically be like the IT crowd, but on the Death Star.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it's kind of like the lower decks concept. But
yes.
Star Wars.
But yes. Yeah. Exactly. Yeah, we're straight up stealing lower decks. Yeah. Nothing you can do about it, bitches.
I think it needs to happen. I really think that would be a fun thing to do. Like when they do some of the what's it called, the anime show that they do for Star Wars. Was it Visions?
Yeah.
I think it's called.
Yeah, Visions.
It'd be kind of fun to do an episode or two like that. Where it literally is just like the nobodies kind of thing, or as we enjoyed what was it, Marvels?
Yeah, for sure.
Something like that. It's kind of fun, but this show's more of a like you see all the sneaking around and shit that the rebellion has to do and how they cover up things, and it's a little more like kind of like a spy kind of feel to it than it is like action adventure type stuff.
Right,
so
right.
It's it's not like super fast paced, but it's really good. So, and I've heard it get like this season, like the next couple episodes are really good too. I only watched the first one the other night. I was gonna watch the second one, and I was like, I should go to sleep because otherwise I'm gonna watch the third one afterward, and then it's gonna be incredibly late. So, but yeah, that's been good though. I watched a few more of Sakamoto Days. I think I have like 2 left.
That show rules.
So, because I think it's done for the season.
It is. Yeah. It's so sad.
Yeah, because I think I finished episode 9. I think there's 11.
Yeah, I think that's what it was. Like yeah.
So yeah, I think I got like 2 left. So what I've been doing is after I watch Raw on Monday, I watch a couple episodes of that because it's on Netflix also. So I'm already in Netflix, so I was like, oh, but it's like there's so much shit right now that just dropped that I want to watch.
For sure, right?
Like the new season of Black Mirror and what is it? Was it Love and Robots? The new season of that's coming out soon.
Yeah.
I didn't even realize that was on season 4. I don't even think I've watched. I don't know if I've watched season 2 even. I can't remember. I for sure I haven't watched 3. Oh yeah, first season was great. I really enjoyed it. I just, it's one of those that's like there's just so much that you forget. Stuff.
Dude, I hear you. Yeah, there's so much shit out there that I enjoy, but there's so much, like you just said.
Yeah, well, like even right now, it's like I want to finish Skeleton Crew from Star Wars.
Yeah,
I need to finish Daredevil.
I haven't even started Daredevil.
Yeah, it's like I've only watched 1 or 2 episodes of Daredevil, and the season's done now. So it's like I haven't even I'm way behind on that one, and it's just it's one of those where what I've been trying to do is finish up the stuff that's like done. That way I don't have there's no more coming, and then I can just keep moving through the other stuff. But
yeah,
it's one of those where it's like I keep like 3 or 4 shows fresh in my head, and then like that Dandadan, that one I added a while ago because it looked silly, and I had heard people talking or seen people talking about it online. And, and then it's like, and I'm scrolling through Netflix the other night. I'm like, oh, I got to start that. And then I was like, I should finish Sakamoto Days first. It's like, I don't want to get into, I'm watching 19 shows at once.
You got to pay respect to Mr. Sakamoto. So.
I do. Yeah. So, it's a lot though. Then there's some shows that I watch, like Last of Us, I watch because if you don't, there's that chance that people will be like, everybody wants to spoil new shows like that. So
I don't.
Yeah.
Just let
yes,
you know.
You do.
No.
Don't lie. You do too.
No, I am definitely not spoils guy on
you've done it all the
platform.
Time. Yeah. But yeah, what are you gonna do, right?
What are you gonna do?
Yeah, last weekend was Wrestlemania, so I got totally burnt out on wrestling.
Yeah, fair enough.
Because like I told you, it's like you watch SmackDown on Friday. Then Saturday they had their NXT event, and then later that night they had WrestleMania night 1.
Yeah.
Then Sunday's night 2, and then Monday's Raw. And usually the Raw after WrestleMania is kind of crazy because the crowd's usually wild and whatever. Yeah. So it's one of those where you really want to watch. Yeah, it's like so you want to watch it because you would just want to see what shit happens, Plus it's the Raw that basically starts launching the next storyline, for everything. And just by the end of that, and then Tuesday's NXT again. So, it's just like, right now, I'm just like.
It sounds suffocating.
Yeah, right. I don't like that because you know how much I like wrestling.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
It's a lot, So, but it was good. I enjoyed it. It was fun to watch. But, it was weird though. I told you how John Cena turned heel.
Yes.
And he's like sold his soul to The Rock or whatever. After that moment, The Rock has not shown back up on TV. They haven't mentioned anything about like what John Cena sold to The Rock to sell out basically. And the whole time I was just like, okay. So at WrestleMania,
okay.
Yeah, at WrestleMania, Cena cheated. He won. He now has the 17th title, which breaks Ric Flair's record. And which is funny because somebody was like, Ric Flair, AEW or somebody else should just bring in Ric Flair and have him like 1, 2, 3, their champ. And every time John Cena wins another one, just have Flair do it again.
I mean,
oh, yeah. Right?
Yes.
It would be kind of funny, but so Cena cheats to win, and I'm sitting there, and I saw somebody post it later, and I had the same thought, which was like, they could have just saved that heel turn for WrestleMania. He could have won the Elimination Chamber, which sets him up to have a title match at WrestleMania. He goes in, everyone's like, holy shit, John Cena, greatest of all time, basically going against Cody Rhodes, the hottest babyface in WWE. This is just going to be epic moment kind of thing. And then have Cena kick him in the nuts or something like that. And then, hit him with his finisher and then
Uji
1, 2, 3.
From
Yeah.
his nuts.
Yes. Oh God. He's shooting dust.
Yes. Oh boy.
Oh no. But you know what I mean? Like they could have done that and that would have blown people's minds. But instead, I mean, he cheated to win, but everybody was kind of like, it just fell flat, you know? And I don't know. I feel like they fumbled the bag a little bit on this one. Like, you know,
Try nuts.
It seemed like at very first move, it seemed like a great move. Like turning Cena heel because nobody saw that coming, all that kind of stuff, you know, because, you know, you can't see him. But now it's kind of like, oh.
Anyway.
Yeah, you know, so I was like, well, whatever. I mean, there was some good promo work done in between, you know, but it's still like, you know, whatever. But yeah. So, but yeah, it was, like I said, it was fun to watch, though. I mean, the whole thing. There were some, you know, really strong matches and stuff. It was, you know, it was weird though because it didn't feel as like, I don't know. There was something about the vibe that just wasn't it didn't feel as big as it has in the last few years. I don't know why.
Yeah, shrinkflation.
You know? Yeah, maybe. I mean, you know, it was in Vegas and stuff. The set was really cool. They did something they've never done before, which was, you know how like where the Tron is usually, it's like a massive
Tron, the Warrior.
Yeah, of course.
A free data or whatever.
Yeah, of course. Huh. You know, they always have a huge one in the background.
Fuck yeah, everyone loves Tron.
But, you know, the Titantron that they have, and it's always you know, and they make it a big set piece that goes with it. And this time they had like a building that looked kind of like a casino, or not a casino, like a hotel casino, you know, like out in Vegas.
Yeah.
And they had pyros that came out of the top of it, which was pretty cool. But then down,
that hotel is now burning to the ground.
Oh, it's already gone. Yeah. But right above the Tron, they had seats there. They've never done that before. So that was an interesting thing. I'm like, I bet that was an interesting view, you know, because you don't normally get that view because, you know, usually they have that end of the arena blocked because, you know, all the production stuff goes behind the Tron, basically.
Yeah.
So putting seats up there was smart, though, because that allowed them to sell more tickets.
I mean,
you know, and I'm sure those tickets were premium tickets, you know.
They definitely need more money.
Yeah. Yeah. They had was 60,000 people there each night.
Jesus Christ.
For Mania, yeah, 2 nights worth of it. What's funny to me is when they come out on the second night, and they're like, you know, that's a total of 124,000, you know, fans, and I'm like, it's not though, because you know there's a lot of people that buy both nights.
Oh yeah, for sure.
I'm sure there's a lot of overlap. I'm sure there's plenty that aren't, but you know, there's probably a good chance a lot of those are overlap.
Yeah.
You know, one of the weirdest things of the night was, you know, you know how they always come out and they do the attendance.
Yeah.
You know, so night 2, Stone Cold comes out, and I didn't know this at first. He comes out on a 4-wheeler. He missed the ramp the first time, so he had to turn around and drive back to hit the ramp.
What a drunken dick.
Then he comes down, he starts doing laps around the ring, and he gets going too fast.
Oh.
And he goes into the barricade and knocked a woman down. And he immediately got off the 4-wheeler and was like,
stomped the mud hole in her.
Yeah, of course. Middle finger.
Middle finger.
Yeah. But, you know, no, he was, you know, he went over and checked on her and stuff. And then, you know, he got up in the ring and did his business. You know, it was like, hey, there's this many some bitches in here, whatever.
Well, one less now, but whatever.
Yeah, right. Yeah, he adjusted it. Yeah. The card said 124,901, and he adjusted down. But you know, then he, of course, you know, calls for his Broken Skull IPAs. You know, has like, you know, does like 6 of those.
Coincidence. One on the floor right now.
Yeah, right, dude. It was. Well, that was the thing, is then like afterwards, people are like, this could get really messy, because if that woman like immediately wanted to like press charges, they might have to like, you can't breathalyze him at that point, because he literally just did his gimmick in the corners.
Yeah, exactly.
Where he's pouring beer down his
he's
throat.
like, oh, thank God.
Yeah, you know. Well, and
if they only knew how drunk I really was.
Yeah, and in fairness, he did not get back on the 4-wheeler afterwards. You know,
well,
he just,
she was lodged in the belts, dude.
Yeah. I actually think he might have killed it. Like the 4-wheeler.
Oh,
not the
I was like, holy shit.
No. But I haven't heard anything more about it since. And I'm like, I'm sure that woman, like immediately, one of the guys who's the like top dog for WWE, Nick Khan, he was in the arena. He immediately went over to her, and I bet he was probably
giant checkbook.
Yeah, basically.
Like Publishers Clearinghouse.
I bet she's going to get free tickets for a long time, and they probably hooked her up with all the merchandise and any autograph she wanted.
A sick-ass WWE fake leg.
Yeah, she's got stock in the company now. Oh, God, speaking of fake leg, I'm watching Raw last night.
I saw this. I did see this.
Yeah, I'm watching SmackDown. I'm sorry, I'm watching SmackDown last night. And they had a TLC match. For those who don't know, that means tables, ladders, chairs. And it was a 3-way tag team match. And like at one point, the one guy, Montez Ford's beating another dude down, and there's this guy in the audience who just takes his prosthetic leg off and is like trying to hand it to him. And Montez Ford takes it and then he hits the guy with it twice and then throws it back to the guy. It was great. I mean, I don't think it was set up, but either way, it was fantastic.
I mean, tables, legs, chairs. Am I right?
Well, that's what the commentator was like. It's what did he say? TLC PL now, because tables, ladders, chairs, prosthetic legs.
Oh, that's funny. Yeah.
So I was like, that felt like some ECW shit.
Yeah,
that's what that felt like.
Yeah. What did when he did that, Brian? Did he get a leg up on the match? Hey!
I mean, yeah, actually he did. I mean, he hit the guy twice with the prosthetic leg.
Oh yeah, is that his finishing move now?
Dude, that'd be great.
The prosthetic leg.
It's funny because I don't know if you remember, there was a guy that was in WWE for a short time. Was his name Zach Gowen, I think it was, that only had one leg.
Oh.
And like he was an amputee from like the knee, knee
this
down.
This is after Vince, isn't it?
Yeah. No, this was during Vince.
Oh, I was surprised his name wasn't like Hop Along or something like that.
Yeah. Oh God, you're not kidding, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, put something in
Bumper.
there to make it joke. Yeah, exactly. John Hopper.
Yeah.
Not the guy from Blues Traveler.
No, it is. That's who he's wrestling.
Holy shit. I didn't know. Like you got to watch out because he's got so many harmonicas.
Oh my God. That'd be a sick anime fight.
Yeah.
Every harmonica is like a different attack.
Oh yeah, it probably is. But you picture back, remember when the referees used to pat the guys down before the match?
Yeah.
And they don't ever do that anymore. But it's like, can you like that? They just keep finding harmonicas. Like it takes them like 20 minutes to get through the opening part.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, okay, snap. Bend over and say ah. They find like 16 more.
God, I forgot about that in old wrestling. To fucking pat the guys on, you'd be like at home going like, oh man, these guys are fucking dangerous.
Yeah,
they got to make sure they're not armed.
Yeah, making sure there's no brass knuckles or foreign objects hidden anywhere.
God, I forgot all about that.
Like I said, they don't even do it now. Like it's funny that they don't do that actually. Because now there's like, Logan Paul has like one of his random goons like hands and brass knuckles like in all of his matches kind of a thing, so it's they could pat him down and you still wouldn't find the weapon.
The knucks, yeah.
Yeah. Like, like William Regal, remember when he wrestled for a while and he always had the brass knucks in his tights.
Yes.
It's like, I don't know how you don't see the brass knuckles in his tights, but
like, man, this dude's cock ring is so weird.
Yeah. Why does it have 5 holes in it?
I kind of want to see it, but I don't want to talk about it.
Right. Are they different sizes? Like, I don't
even understand.
This doesn't make any sense.
It's Dick Fuvu.
Oh, my.
Yeah, right.
That sounds like a weird, I don't know, porn thing or something.
Probably is.
Dick Fulu.
Dick Fulu.
Yeah. They're just all dicks.
Yes. Come on down to Dick Fulu Ford.
Oh, what an unfortunate name.
Oh, goddamn.
Oh, man.
Goddamn.
There's probably some dude out there who has that name. He's probably listening, I'm sure.
Of course he is, Brian. We're amazing.
Because everybody listens, right?
I hope so.
Yes. I don't know.
Speaking of listening, patreon.com/saltylanguage.
Nice.
If you like to listen to bonus stuff, well, guess
Who
what?
doesn't?
It can all be found there.
Yay.
Yay. Add over.
Nice.
Oh, man.
Yeah. I don't think I have anything else. I think that's been it. I haven't really done much this week, so other than us hanging out. Been a pretty boring week.
Pretty chill week. Yeah, same, man.
True.
Same.
Yep.
All right. Well, we can skate out over to the QoftheW.
Yes, sir.
Because, I mean, why not, right?
Yeah.
Well, we launched 2 QoftheW rockets last week.
I like QoftheW.
QoftheW. And only one made it into orbit. So, yeah, Facebook was not posted, but whatever. It's Facebook.
Yeah.
Who really cares?
Yeah.
Our Diamond fans do, Brian, our Diamond fans.
I know. They're probably like, what's going on? What happened here?
Yeah, technology sucks.
Yep.
So you're going to the store and picking out your favorite snacks. What are you picking? Megan from across the pond there says Piper's chorizo crisps and Cadbury mini eggs. This has not been a sponsored post. All right.
Oh, dude, real quick. Speaking of sponsored posts, so we were watching one of those shows where they like are trying to catch like drugs coming through the borders.
Oh yeah.
Or whatever, right? And they're also like they were showing people, you know, where they turn away like sketchy people that are trying to come into the country. This one dude that was talking to the woman, he had a Coke sitting there, like, right, for 3 shots in a row. Like when they showed him, each time he was picking up the Coke and drinking it. And then the third time when he set it down, it was kind of wobbly. And when he balanced it, he turned it to where the Coke logo was directly at the camera. And I was like, I told my mom, I said, if I didn't know better, I'd swear this is product placement.
Yeah, I bet you it is.
And I don't think it was, but boy, did it, you know, we're so used to it now that it really, you know, it's like, I don't know if you've seen the commercials where people are eating Snickers and they're holding them like this.
Yeah, it's stupid.
It's like nobody eats like that.
Dude.
And they're doing it so you can see the whole Snickers logo. You know, it's like, I get it, but also stop it.
The Snickers logo is so iconic, you don't need the whole wrapper.
Well, it's also a Snickers commercial, so I assume that that's what they want me to go buy.
That's true, too.
It would be weird if they were, like, showing a Snickers bar and they're like, Reese's.
Yeah, like, wait, what?
Yeah.
Like, well, then you got to rewatch the commercial.
Yeah,
it becomes a mystery.
That's a good point. All right. Oh, my God, a Snickers bar which just got Reese's cups on the inside. Oh, my God. Anyway, back to the QoftheW.
That sounds amazing. I'm just going to say.
Yeah.
Oh, all right. Chorizo crisps sound delicious. I don't know.
It does. I don't think I've ever had those.
But I don't know if it's a crisp, like a potato chip crisp.
Yeah.
Or if it's like a crisp, like thinly sliced, crispy chorizo.
Yeah. Good question.
Because I would smash either one.
Yeah, because I was thinking, because if you slice the chorizo and just crisped it in like a pan or something, or just
like
in
crispy
the oven,
pepperoni.
Yeah,
that's like the most amazing not potato chip.
Right. You're not wrong.
It's amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's what so I don't know which one it is, but they both sound good to me.
Chorizo crisps, huh?
And then Shoresai, also from across the pond. It's almost like they're in love with each other. Says pistachios and meat sticks. Anything that accompanies beer.
All right. That's fair. Apparently they love meats in that house.
You remember pistachios and meat sticks? They played at the talent show that one time.
Yeah, yeah. Dude, Meat Sticks was a great hardcore band.
Fuck yeah.
One of my favorites.
Yeah, it was fronted by, Fred Pistachio, so it was called Pistachios and Meat Sticks.
Pistachios was the venue, dude, remember?
Oh, yeah, you're right.
Because Fred Pistachio was the...
Yeah, that's right, I forgot. It was Pistachios Presents the Meat Sticks.
Right.
I forgot. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
I want this as a concert shirt.
There has to be a band called the Meat Sticks. There has to be.
I would, if not, there should.
Just for the record.
Yeah, what?
I just typed in chorizo crisps, and there's a variety of recipes. But it is funny, the first one that comes up is Great British Chefs.
Oh, well, there you go.
And apparently there is also, it looks like there's companies that make Was it M&S Spanish chorizo crisps? It looks like they're like bagged, crispy chorizo.
Really?
Yeah. Piper's chorizo crisps. Yeah. It looks like it's a thing. Just not here, I think, but.
I mean, that sounds.
Here's the one for you. Roast cod with chorizo crisp.
Whatever. I'd fuck it up. Let's go.
Yeah. Baked chorizo chips with cream cheese dip. I don't know about a cream cheese dip.
All right.
Just give me cheese with it.
Dude, these sound pretty legit.
Yeah. Might have to look into this a little bit because I might have to buy some chorizo and just make my own crisps.
Dude, I bought some land yagers.
Mm-hmm.
Because
you son of a bitch.
I don't know, right? Zavazzi's has them. I got the classic jalapeno cheddar ones, and they have chorizo ones.
Oh,
and
interesting.
They're delicious.
I bet.
Yes.
Once again, you son of a bitch. All right. Anyway, back to the QoftheW.
Yeah, back to QoftheW. That's all I got over here, my guy.
Oh.
Yeah. Because face page is down. Face page is down.
Oh, yeah. That's what I said. I swear I posted it or set it to post. Maybe there was an issue.
That's big Facebook holding us down, man.
Probably, man. Our other question was too controversial, I guess.
Super controversial.
All right. So Cheeto says Abby of Sweet Abe's Bakery says freeze-dried wild berry Skittles. I've yet to try those. I'm curious how those are.
I bet you they're delicious.
Yeah, that's my
freeze-dried candy is a weird, tasty treat.
Thought you were going to say freeze-dried camels.
Dude, you ever?
I mean the cigarette, of course.
What else would I be talking about?
Yeah.
That stupid fucking sand cow? I don't think so.
Yeah.
Get out of here, sand beef.
Sand beef.
Go on, get. No one loves you.
Go on, get. Yeah. Derek says Takis, the Fuego ones.
Ooh, that's a good choice.
Takis are good.
I love Takis.
Once in a great while for me because, I got a sensitive tummy.
The chile limon Takis.
Yeah.
Oh, so good.
I can't remember. There's only like two that I had. There was it like spicy queso? I think I got one time, and those were like I've not had bad ones. I just can't eat them all the time because Oh my God, keto Parmesan almond and chorizo chips. Or keto, sorry.
Okay, yeah, that's something
interesting.
Some keto savage came up with.
Yeah, it looks like you kind of mush them all together and make a chip out of it. I'm sure they're delicious.
Hell yeah.
Anyway. He says,
that's my
Freya,
pickup line. How about we mush it all together or make a chip out of it?
Yeah. I thought your pickup line was throw it on the blacktop. I don't know. I can't remember all of it now. When we were doing the chopped cheese. Everything.
Throw it on the Blackstone, chop it up, put it in a roll.
Yeah, that's what it is. Yeah, I just fucked it up from the beginning.
I was like, what? I thought you meant someone was dropping it low on the blacktop, and or maybe I broke their ankles because I suck at basketball, and they just didn't expect my move.
Right. Yeah. The one where you trip over yourself, fall, and the ball rolls out of bounds.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I broke your ankles.
Do a header into the curb. That move.
Yeah. I broke your ankles. I'm like, and you're like, dude, the ball went out of bounds. It's my ball now. Yeah, but still.
Becomes an ad for Broken Skull IPA.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the interesting. I was like, it's a good thing that WWE isn't like a major player in the Broken Skull IPA because that would have been some bad timing.
What do you mean? What do you mean?
Stone Cold gets a DUI inside the arena.
Exactly. Fuck. Stone Cold's 82 beers in and fucking does donuts on an elder.
Dude, what a mess. Freya apparently prefers a soft treat.
Oh.
And Cheeto says pack of cashews, anything Reese's, a Coke. I'm surprised he didn't put Marlboros on it.
Yeah, right. That is a snack, a lung snack.
Yeah. He says salty selections, a Coke and a Snickers. That's a good combo. That used to be my like what I'd grab at any convenience store. Pretty much.
It's like my Lunchable right there.
Yeah. He speaking of your Lunchable, pork rinds, barbecue or spicy as fuck, and a Coke, peanuts and a Coke, your mom and a Coke. Like, dude, he just says, just kidding, no Coke. Just kidding again, all the Coke. And by Coke, I'm sure every time he means cocaine.
Of course.
Yeah. Because, most of the convenience stores he goes to, they offer cocaine.
Although, Cheeto, pro move. spicy as fuck rinds, barbecue rinds, mixed together in the same bowl. Becomes a rind party. It's a good time.
All right.
Someone call it a rind orgy.
Whoa.
Get a little queso involved and to do a little dipping and dunking.
Whoa, careful now. Careful.
My queso bowl looks like the lagoon from the Playboy Mansion.
Yeah, I bet it does.
Got the queso waterfall.
Oh God. Oh, I thought you meant just like scuzz you just can't scrape off of it.
No, that's the emotional damage. Everything else washes right off.
Yeah. That's fair. All right.
Yeah.
All right, fair enough. Fair enough.
Yeah.
Quite.
Side note, a queso bowl that was heated and looked like the Playboy Mansion Lagoon. That'd be pretty amazing.
Oh my God. Okay, so you take chorizo, you flatten it out, but then you like
wait, what?
Put it over like some sort of a bowl you can put in the oven. Kind of like if you were doing a taco shell for like a taco salad.
All right. Okay, now I'm getting on board. Let's go.
Crisp that some bitch up and turn it into a bowl and put your queso right in it. You just snap off a piece and dip it in your queso.
Wait. So are you alluding to that somehow we fashion a disc, a plate, if you will, of chorizo?
Well, or a bowl if you shape it over a bowl.
Well, it's got to start as a disc, right? It's got to start as a disc.
Yeah. Right.
All right, and so we're making it into one of those giant like taco salad bowls.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're using that.
And we're just gonna load it with whatever we want on the inside.
And then we just cook the shit out of it. And yes, let's do this. I don't know where we get chorizo big enough, but this must happen.
Dude, we're doing tacos this way too. We're gonna make taco shells this way.
Dude, a chorizo. This is like the double down level of amazing.
Yeah, it gives you a chorizo to live.
Oh shit!
Waka waka.
Yes, he has chorizo. It's chorizo Jesus, y'all.
Oh no, he has chorizo. Oh God, I so want to name the show that, but I don't think. We'll see.
I'm just saying.
That's so wrong.
I would follow chorizo Jesus to the gates of hell.
Yeah.
He has my sword.
Oh my God! And then communion would be so much better because instead of getting those wafers, you're getting crispy chorizo chips.
Chorizo.
Oh my God!
The blood is just queso. Just hot queso.
Perfect.
Oh my God! What? Sign me up.
Oh man, I'm in for this too. I'll even ignore his weird, lifestyle stuff and the fact that it's a cult.
Whatever, dude.
Yeah. You must give me all of your money and wives and children. Yeah, whatever. Give me them crisps and queso.
I kind of want to ask AI to make chorizo Jesus. Just to see what it comes up with.
Terrifying, probably. Chorizos?
Chorizos.
Yep.
We got to do this, Brian.
All right.
Oh, I almost died. Oh, we need to pick a new queue, don't we?
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
How many numbers do I got?
I was just typing in chorizo taco shell just to see if these are a thing. This is just chorizo tacos. It's like, no, I want chorizo taco shells, like the shells made out of chorizo. If we can make chorizo or shells out of Doritos, there's no reason we can't make. I'm sad. I don't see anything. Although, also, why don't they make like snack chip? Why isn't anyone calling these things like chorizos or chorizo? I can't. Trying to combine Doritos and
Chiringles, kind of like Pringles. You can stack them up.
Yeah. I mean, I'm in for that. That works. All right, QoftheW. You have 5 options.
Let's give me a 3.
Give me a beat. What is the dumbest thing you or your coworker did that got them fired?
Wow, I've never been fired, which is pretty cool.
Yeah. I technically haven't, but I kind of have because I wasn't kept on when I was seasonal.
Right.
So, it's like I got let go, but I didn't really get fired. you know?
Yeah, yeah. God, I don't have any good reasons. Every person I've ever worked with that's been fired, it's always like, thank God.
Even in like the video store and stuff?
I don't remember that.
Okay.
I don't recall anyone getting fired, but
Oh, geez, I had plenty get fired around me.
But I could be wrong. I don't.
Yeah. The first one that popped in my head was when that dude was at Family Video, when that one guy who was the manager was writing, like, cashing checks.
Oh yeah, that guy.
And he bounced a ton of checks to the company, and and I found out about it, because the bank was like, hey, a bunch of these checks bounced, and they're all from him.
Brian, do you want to see something horrifying?
Yes.
I'm gonna put it in front of the camera here.
Okay.
You ready?
Yeah. That is pretty terrifying.
That's chorizo Jesus for you.
Oh my God, I don't like it. So yeah, so this guy got fired for bouncing. God, I forgot. It was like $2,000 worth of checks.
Yeah.
And basically, the company was like, pay it back, or we're going to take you to court over this, because
you're stealing from us.
Right. Also, it's illegal to write a bunch of bad checks. So
well, that too.
The police are going to get involved here. So yeah, I guess and you're fired, of course.
Well, naturally.
So, I mean, I have a bunch of one of my favorites was when our drawer, or our money, was off quite a bit at Hollywood Video one time, and I couldn't figure out why. But I of course, I start looking for the common denominator. You know? And I realized that it was always during this one manager's time. And my DM was like, well, go back and watch the video the last time he was counting drawers and stuff, and see if he's like stealing or whatever. And every time he went to count a drawer down, you can see him turn around and turn the camera off.
Oh, that's not suspect at all.
No, right? So like, I called him and questioned him on it, and he was like, well, the camera makes me nervous. And I'm like, buddy, that camera is there to save your ass. Because if you turn it off and there's money missing, you for sure stole it, whether you did or didn't. It 100% makes you look guilty.
For sure.
I'm like, so if you didn't do that, they fired him, because when we really started digging into it, like, every time he worked, the drawer was $10 or $20 off. So he was literally just stealing money.
Skimming a little off the top.
Yeah. So it's like, and the thing is, the dumbass, you're a manager, give out free movies, like scan the barcode for a free movie and then pocket the money. If you're going to do anything, do it that way. That'd be much harder to figure out.
Yes, for sure.
Dumbass. Anyway, so yeah, just shit like that, or, when our buddy Holtz, he worked for Hollywood Video, and then he got fired on my first day because he had been taking pop-in posters, apparently. So yeah, that's why I said there's a whole list of that kind of stuff where I caught people, like my one manager used to, when games came in, I caught her the one time. She would not receive them into the system. She would take them home and let her boyfriend play them for the weekend.
What the fuck? What an idiot.
So the one day, I forgot what game it was, it came out, and I'm like, oh, we didn't get it. And then I'm looking through our invoices, and I'm like, well, it shows we got it. And then I'm looking in the inventory on the computer, and it's not there. So I called the manager, and she was like, oh, don't worry about it. I'll take care of it. And I'm just like, but we're supposed to have.
Yeah, but but where is it?
But where is it? And then she called back later, and she something like, oh, I accidentally put them in my bag, and I'm like, how the fuck do you put them accidentally in your bag? It's a product of the company. How do you accidentally put it in your
whoops-a-daisy?
Yeah, and then and so it's like, it's like
crazy. It somehow hopped out of the case into my PlayStation.
Yeah,
shit's wild.
And it wasn't the first time that it happened, but I'd never been able to figure out where they went, basically.
Mm.
You know, because you know how it is. Like certain games, you don't necessarily, you know how it was at the video store. Sometimes we didn't get the games on time.
Yeah.
You know, game's supposed to release this Tuesday or whatever, and we'll get it Friday or something. You know, and so that's how it was explained away before. But that time I happened to be there that day, and I was like, I know we got this in. You know, like where is it? You know, like and you know, like she even took the box home with her.
Well, yeah. It's a perfect crime. God damn it, it's a perfect crime.
Yeah.
Motherfucker, it's a perfect crime. God damn it, it's perfect.
Yes.
Sorry.
Yeah. So she got
Guns N'
fired
Roses for y'all.
Yeah, because I called the DM on that one because I was like, hey, she's basically almost stealing from us.
This bitch crazy.
Yeah. So she is like, oh, it's not that big a deal. It's like, yeah, it kind of is because, you know, the game's going to rent out like crazy the first weekend it's out.
Like this is just stage 1 of your thieving career.
Right? And she got free rentals. All she had to do was just like make an account for him and rent it to his account.
It's not as spicy.
Yeah, it's not. It's
like she probably came and was like, man. Guess who's been a naughty girl today? And he's like, just like, bitch, give me a game.
Yeah.
Like she's hoping to get laid and he's just playing video games all weekend.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
He was a douchebag too. But anyway, yeah, that's neither here nor there. Yeah. Anyway, so yeah, I got a bunch of those stories where there's just dumb shit like that, you know. And then there's ones where I've known people who've gotten fired for stupid shit like selling, like giving a friend an employee discount and getting caught because they put a warranty, like an extended warranty on it, and the other person brought it in to claim on the warranty, and they're like, this isn't yours, like, and then they question the employee only to find out, you know, and then they get fired because, you know, they're not supposed to be doing that. You're not supposed to give your discount to other people, even though, you know, we all have done it. Yeah.
You know what? I do have one.
All right.
Back when I worked at the print shop.
Yeah.
And, I used to deliver shit, right?
Didn't Sublime have a song about that?
I wish. Make me feel a little bit more special.
Right.
But, I used to deliver, printed product, and one of our customers was Vito's Pizza, which we were oddly enough just talking about.
Yeah.
And, I go in there with their delivery of their coupons, and the fucking owner of Vito's is signing. Don Vito. Yeah, Don Vito himself is signing for it. And he's like, hey, do you know Dominic? I don't remember the kid's name. Let's just call him Dominic.
All right.
And I'm like, yeah, he works at our, print shop. Well, and he's like, oh yeah, because he's using a coupon that hasn't even been released yet. And I went, oh, all right, that's okay. So, like, what am I gonna do, right? I'm just a fucking delivery guy.
Right.
But yeah, that kid, it was one of our customer service people. It was her little brother. Got him a summer gig. Fired immediately.
Yeah, of course. Right? Like, good Lord, dude. At least it's so funny too, because realistically, because the kind of place that Vito's is, if you asked for some coupons when you dropped them off, they probably would have handed you a few.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Because there's so many times I've had coupons for that place and they don't even take them. Like at different locations, like they don't give a fuck, like I was so many times had a coupon, unless it's for like a free pizza. Those ones they always take.
I kind of feel like it was like this mailer was like some sort of special event.
Yeah. And
so maybe it was like, hey, we're 5 years old now. Here's a fucking half off coupon. And then some idiot at the shop's like, well, fucking half. I got 50 half off coupons right here. This is amazing.
Wait, if I use 2, do I get 100% off?
Yeah. I guarantee that's what happened.
Yeah, probably. It's just
can you imagine that whole chain of command? Like some idiot's taking the pizza order and he's like, I got this coupon.
Yeah.
And it makes it all the way to the owner.
Yeah.
Who then tells me about it?
Yeah. Well, it makes you wonder too, because it might not have just been him. He might have taken a stack of them and given some to friends.
Oh, for sure. Absolutely.
To where, like you said, they're getting these, and the owners, it gets to the owner, and he's like, that doesn't come out for like a month.
Yeah, that's supposed to drop. Yeah, it's supposed to drop on our anniversary.
Right. Like, who's leaking these coupons? Oh, geez. Yeah.
Yeah, I forgot about it. Like, see, it's stuff like that I completely forgot about because, it's like a dusty old memory up on a shelf.
Yeah.
God damn it. You open up my attic door, Brian.
Oh, boy.
I know, right?
At least it wasn't the cellar door.
Oh, you don't want to go in the cellar.
No.
Yeah. There's two knobs. There's a rusty one and a brass one. They're both equally dangerous.
Yeah. Both are poor choices.
Both are poor choices.
This is similar to Indiana Jones, where you have to choose which grail was the one Jesus used.
Exactly. Chorizo Jesus?
Yeah. Yes. Well, that one's easier to figure out because it's just made of chorizo.
Dude. All right, so you got the Chorizo Jesus. Obviously has a restaurant.
Yeah.
I don't know what it'd be called, but there's something clever. Chorizos, yeah.
Yeah.
And they have to have an appetizer that's a bowl of chorizo chips that's in a grail.
Yes. Oh my God, their coupons are chorizo saves.
Oh, Jesus. It's all coming together.
This is good. I like this.
We're so good.
I mean, you got to appreciate that we started on blasphemy and we're ending on blasphemy.
It's what we do.
Yeah. Like I said, always take the over.
Always take the over.
Yeah. 2 things in life, right? Well, 3. Always bet on black.
Yeah.
Always wear darks.
Always wear darks.
And always take the over when if it has to do with us.
Yeah, for sure. Oh, good Lord.
Ooh.
Do you have a subject for Patreon for us, Brian?
Well, I mean, we did discontinue 90 snacks. We could continue that, or I also have like discontinued cookies, or I have 10 out of 10 games you must play.
Let's do discontinued cookies.
Okay.
And you too can listen to discontinued cookies for the low cost.
That was a great band from the 90s too.
Yeah, it sure was.
They were a great grunge band. Yeah.
Hell yeah. For a low cost of $3 a month, we have bonus content, help you boys out. First week's free. You can just listen and cancel. That's fine too. Whatever.
No, it's not.
But we love everybody.
Stick around.
But this stuff will always be free. So
yeah, sure.
Okay. Patreon.com/saltylanguage.
Yeah. All right. Well, with that, I totally blanked on where I go there. Head over to saltylanguage.com. I wanted to skip to the next part.
Yeah.
To the.
So I got the plug in a little early.
It's all right. It's all right. So head to saltylanguage.com for any links. Or all our social media stuff's there too if you need to find any of that stuff. Please check out tangiboundnetwork.com for other shows in the network. We're part of our network, like it's ours now.
It is now. We're taking over, baby.
We have assumed control of this network.
Bro, we're heel churning.
Yep. Oh shit. Mark will never see that.
He'll never see it coming.
Oh no! I'll distract him. You hit him with a chair.
Yep. Spray paint SLP on his chest.
Yep. Forward line.
Hell yeah.
But yeah. So if you need a home for your podcast, go check them out. And I mean, we already did a Mark bit there. I guess we don't really need to.
Yeah. Just.
What do you got for Mark? A chair across the back.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh no.
Yeah. What else you got for him, huh?
Oh man. Gonna whip him with your weightlifting belt strap.
Yeah, hell yeah, we're doing a fucking Sandusky strap match.
Yep. Oh, it's funny to me how every time in wrestling that there's a street fight, they always name it wherever they are that week.
Of course,
it's like a Tuscaloosa tussle or something like that.
Absolutely.
They can't just call it a street fight. It's got to be whatever city they're in.
Yeah, and it's got to be alliteration.
Yeah, well, like at WrestleMania, there was a street fight, so it was called the Sin City Street Fight.
There you go. So yeah, I get it.
Yep. So I was like, oh, geez. They should have said it. All bets are off. That's what they should have done.
Oh, that's a good one. Yeah.
Right there. No,
I was trying to think of a Las Vegas alliteration, and none of it was good.
Yeah.
Because Vegas throws it off.
Yeah, Sin City Street Fight works
Yeah,
because
that's a
the
good
city
one.
also, keeps even though it's a different letter.
I mean, the whole city's behind it. So.
It is. Oh, jeez. Anyway, yeah. Yeah, if you want to find or find us on social media, like I said, saltylanguage.com, but also you can find us on Twitter at salty_language. You can find me on wherever the things I'm on at Stunami.
You can find me on the Instagram at The Monotony. And yes, I'm back on the TikTok at Salty Language. I'm just mostly observing again like a creeper in the bush.
You're the watcher?
I am the watcher, yes.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that short...
That means you'll be getting involved soon.
that short skirt is so flowy. Wait, he wears the robe.
Yeah.
Doesn't he? But is it?
No,
It's like a kimono, isn't it?
He has like a short... It's kind of like a toga kind of situation.
Okay.
And then he's got a cape.
When I take over the position, it's kimono.
Okay, that's very scandalously short kimono.
Of course.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. Patreon.com/saltylanguage.
Oh, yeah.
Brian, you also got a side gig. You got some...
Yeah, I was going to say, my other podcast is called The Crazy Life that I do with our pal Heno. Actually, I believe we're recording tomorrow, if I remember correctly. So, if we usually talk about mental health stuff, just where we're at in our lives and what's, the journey of trying to just be better people and such. So if you're into that kind of silliness, please give us a listen.
Beautiful.
Yep.
There's nothing silly about wanting to be a better person.
No, it's true.
But there's also something silly about being a better person.
Exactly.
Fucking weird, man.
It is. It is.
All right.
So, meanwhile, if you... Well, no, I don't know. I got nothing else. I was going to say something and I lost it right as I was saying it.
Fucking blew up right on the launch pad.
I did, man.
Oh, my God.
Boy. Oh, boy.
It's all right. I think what we were saying, Brian, was...
Until next time.
There we go.
Have a beer, you'll be fine.
Stay just slightly salty.
Slightly?
Just slightly.
All right. We're trying to help them be healthier people now.
Yeah. Moisturize your skin. It's looking a little ashy. You know what I'm saying?
I understand.
Right.
Okay.
Okay.
Don't forget to wash your ass.